Think about this, man. Like, you know how we've said how empires and dynasties and stuff take hundreds of years to sort of expand and fall, yeah?
Yep.
How far into the Western sort of empire are we in now? How far along have we gone? As in the empires as we know them now, the world powers, the chains of democracy.
60 years.
Do you reckon 60 is an industry? Like, say, post-World War II?
Pretty much post-World War II.
Would you say that's
the end of World War II, yeah.
So, say 1945.
So, we've probably got another, 100 odd years left?
You reckon?
Possibly. I don't know.
Because with the space race, Trump.
Space race.
Do you see Trump's Space Force?
What a fuckhead, man.
Yeah, but even that, man, the space race, like, everyone's like, oh, we're going to go to Mars. Like, are you serious? Do you know what technology has to be developed in order for that to work? Like, space is the most dangerous place.
Have you seen have you seen the whole thing? I can't remember if it was Kimmel or Fallon. I think maybe it was Fallon or Colbert. One of those two. They went down to like Arkansas or, Alabama, like it's Montana, like somewhere deep south. And they approached all these pro-Trumpers about their ideas regarding Space Force. And they had no answers. They're like, yeah, it's a great thing.
Space Force.
Yeah, and they're like, why? Oh, because the war on terror, ISIS, they believe ISIS would get to space. Literally. No. These are like Trump Republican voters.
Yeah.
One guy's just like, oh, it's just a pretty cool name.
Well, if you're telling me, fella, those ISIS people,
dude,
they're going to get down to space.
Dude.
They're going to cause all sorts of terrorism up there. Dude. And that could be bad for the United States of America.
I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking. Like, if I find the video, I'll play it for you. I'll share it on the Facebook page later. Literally, like Trump's idea to create the Space Force.
Cletus, man.
Dude, Cletus is literally believing that ISIS is going to take over the space.
Any last words, Cletus? Just make America great again. God bless America.
Dude, these people had no idea, man.
Yeah.
But that's like a legit, like...
And that's called brainwashing, dude.
Yeah.
That's legit brainwashing. That's...
Man, like... That's the Space Force. I can't.
Space Force.
Like, it makes no sense, yeah? But...
Space Force. Damn ISIS.
Literally. Dude, I don't understand how... If we're, say, the start of the Western civilization and world powers started at, say, 45, right? Like after World War II, and we all came to, like, an understanding.
So we're 73 years in.
Mind you,
roughly,
in those years, just in the Western world, we've had the Korean War, the Vietnam War, the Gulf War, the war in Afghanistan based on
the
terror,
Iraqi War.
The Iraq War. You had...
We're on the brink of the North Korean War.
Yeah, another North Korean war.
Yeah.
You had what happened in... The Cold War?
Yeah.
The Cold War era?
Yeah.
And these are just the superpowers. This isn't what's going on in Colombia.
The invasion of Afghanistan from Russia? Like,
that's what I'm saying.
It's just...
And this is like... This is
just the last 70 years.
50 years. 70 years. This is what we've seen, man.
Yeah.
Man, humans are fucked.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not even including Ireland and the NRA and what...
Yeah. No.
Or Africa.
Yeah.
Africa. These are all little civil wars that could easily count as mass genocides 100, 200 years ago.
Oh, of course.
I'm surprised we haven't wiped ourselves off the planet.
That's what I'm saying.
Already.
Yeah.
So if these dynasties in the past would take 1 to 3 to 400 years to sort of crumble, right, to rise up and crumble, and our dynasty started in the mid-40s, how far along are we, man?
Holy shit, man. We've got to like next week.
We're a couple weeks out, man.
I don't know. I don't know. It's a hard one.
Would you reckon? Like, what do you reckon? I'm thinking this is in hypothetical. What do you reckon the next major shift is going to be?
If Trump gets re-elected, there's going to be a massive war, dude.
You reckon?
Oh, dude, I'm telling you.
Are you like a civil war in the States, or are you talking about like?
No. That'd be... Oh, it's...
Not a civil. I reckon there'll be another world war.
I've heard...
For real. Like, that's just my thought.
Well, which powers against what powers, though?
Dude, Kim Jong... Young, whatever the fuck his name is, Fat Boy. He went to the States to meet Trump, yeah?
Yeah. No, they flew to Singapore.
Sorry, whatever, yeah. And he shook hands and he said, I'll promise to take down my reactors and stuff like that. He's building new ones!
You guys are taking that one down, but not that one.
Funding them!
Yeah.
And Trump's like, wait a minute, I thought we had a deal!
The art of the deal!
Yeah.
It's got screwed!
There's a lot of... They reckon the EU's not going to stick around.
No, that's already on the way out.
There's already that, like the EU's pretty much on its way out. So as soon as that starts to go, I reckon a lot of those countries will then be out for themselves. So they might be easy pickings for some of the bigger countries.
Germany,
pretty much Russia, they reckon slim pick,
Dude,
easy
it's
pickings
literally going to be
Russia.
World War II again. Germany, the superpowers of the world, the countries.
The thing is,
Germany's not a superpower now.
Merkel's got some going on, man.
Oh, no, Germany is. Don't worry about
They're an
that.
industry superpower, but I wouldn't call them a
Yeah, but
military
who knows what they're building?
As well.
Who knows what they're building, mate?
Oh, but they still got some of the state of the art, like military and.
Yeah, they're Germans.
Yeah, of course.
They're Germans.
That's their culture. That's
I'm
what
building
they are.
a top secret.
Everything's top secret.
It wouldn't surprise me if your mate Kim starts something.
Yeah.
And then China
They'll
steps
get destroyed, though.
They'll get wiped. They'll be out in the first round.
He's an idiot.
Yeah.
But then it'll be like World War One, where they start something, and then they get taken straight out, and then basically like
Someone steps in on
their behalf, and it'll be China.
Because then China will be like,
China's
all
the
right,
only
well, this is
country
our
that will be
land
able
now.
to- Yeah.
And America's like, fuck, no, it's not.
Yeah.
And then if America goes to war with China, America's in trouble.
Well, yeah, kind of.
China's got the backing of Russia.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, they're in trouble. And Australia dumbasses are going to follow America and be like, can't talk to our brothers like that. Fucking get him!
You know what that brings up, man? You know that, dude, I've been laughing for weeks, man, about, do you remember that Bogan video? This dude, I've been dying for weeks. I would have shared it with you guys, man.
If you're a fucking fair dinkum fucking full-grown Aussie, this is what you'd have for breakfast, you fucking dog. And VB long neck. I need to wait in the fucking morning. Get that up, yeah.
Dude, just mix a beer, long neck. You
My
fucking...
beers on.
You fucking...
The reason why I brought that up there was Brian Lake, the thing I started on.
Yeah.
Just, you didn't see what happened. You didn't see what happened. Do you know actually what happened?
Did you get some kind of headlock?
Dude, he got into a brawl. A drunken brawl. He's in Japan playing like a friendly game of footy. And he's in the lockup. They had to get the consulate involved.
Brian Lake. Brian's bargains.
The biggest bogan in the world.
He lives in Caroline Springs, man.
Yeah, dude. Right? I just thought about it, right? I've been thinking about this old dude. Then I've been thinking about Brian Lake going overseas to Japan to play a friendly game of footy. Gets into a drunken brawl. Yeah? And the rest of the world looks at it, right? And just says, yeah, friggin' Aussies. Like that. Everyone knows us as being these drunk brawlers. Like, that's all we do.
Dude, Fev got sent home from Ireland. Do you remember that?
He goes to the land of drunken brawlers.
And outdoes them
like
all.
it's too much.
It's sent home.
Listen, Brendan, you got to go home, man.
Man, that bloke with the hair, he's got to send him home.
Fucking get him home.
Yeah, get him home. Can't have that around here.
What do you think this is?
You're taking it too far away.
Dude, that was like the first night they got there. He started drinking, going to a brawl at the bar, sent him home the next day. I was on a plane with him for like 15 hours. Get him out of here.
Dude, the reason I bring it up, like you say it now, right? Like dumb Aussies. How connected are we to that portrayal, yeah? Like that like that bogan with the VB, right?
Yeah.
How connected are we? Like we're second generation, or you're first. Me and this guy are second generation, you're first generation Greek Australian, yeah? We grew up in a multicultural suburb, we're all in our 30s, right? But how connected are we as individuals to that?
No, I'm not at all. I've never seen, like, I don't hang around people like that.
No.
I've never hung around anyone that would act like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, we take the piss. We'll be at a barbecue or some shit. Or maybe, like, I've done some factory work. You'll see a fucking guy like a yobbo,
The standard bogan,
but you're not close to him. Like, hey, mate, hey, yeah. In fact, but not like at a personal level where I can go somewhere and say, hey, Brett. I don't know, you know what I mean?
I'll be honest, man. It's like, dude, I drank a long neck watching the game. England versus, what's it called? Sweden. I had a long neck.
Long necks are the best.
Dude,
man.
I had a long neck. What's the beer the Carlton Dry?
Yeah.
I had a long neck. Why? It was $6. I'm like, yeah, it's a cold night. It's not going to go warm. Screw it. Dude, I drank a long neck during that game, right? And then during the week, because I work with all the truckies and stuff, I find myself like just, how you going there, mate? Blah, 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 blah. So, like, the way we talk, like, obviously, the way you talk and communicate transfers across to, like, your social groups, yeah? But I know that when I'm put in that situation, it's not that I don't represent that class of person, but we can still connect to that stereotype because we expect Aussies to be like that, even though we're not.
You adapt.
But that's what I'm saying. No. Like, anytime we talk about Aussies in a general setting, outside of our own setting,
Yeah.
we think of that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We think of that guy.
Just Bundaberg, Queensland. Just Bundy. You know what I mean? Like, fucking Broome.
No, but do you understand what I'm saying? It's really weird, man, because you got we've got the stereotypes of Americans, right? Like the redneck Alabama states, yeah?
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you're watching an urban movie, you think everyone in America is black and is part of the Crips.
Yeah.
Or the hipsters in San Fran and New York.
Or they work at in New York at the stock exchange.
Yeah. Or Wall Street dudes.
Yeah.
Every time I think of Aussies, like we always say it, like, that's what you expect an Aussie to do with it like that. You always go back to that stereotype, even though the majority of us are not like that.
What do you mean? We called him an Australian before. He didn't get for Hawthorne anymore. That's fucking Australian.
See what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
There's what the fuck's wrong with you? That's an Australian.
That's Australian, mate. See what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. How connected are we all to this dude?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't, personally, yeah, I know you.
We're showing the world what we want to show them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, dude, my realisation
Because if they thought we're all like that,
Yeah.
they thought, oh, there's nothing to worry about here.
Yeah.
Move along. And then you got the most organised dudes parachuting out of the plane.
it just comes out of the
Dude bayonetting straight into the tower.
Dude, because my relis overseas, they make it out like we're all bogans, right?
Yeah.
Because they don't understand.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, that's right, we are, mate. Like, I play it up.
Yeah.
That's what we are.
We did it in America, dude, when we went.
Yeah.
We played it up. We played the, where are you from? Oh, Australia, mate. Oh, yeah.
But that's how we are.
Dude, they loved us.
Yeah, but when they come here and they realise how, like, European, how European Melbourne is, especially Melbourne.
Yeah.
Like, if you go to Bundaberg, or
Wollongabba.
Yeah.
We're pulling Hanson's from.
Wollongabba or something like that.
Yeah.
You're going to find the redneck, redhead,
Of course.
pasty ass,
Dude,
like people.
That's
Like everyone I know that's come from Queensland,
Yeah.
they're all the same.
They're
All the same. They talk the same.
is this the
They're-
sentence? Oh, true, eh?
Yeah.
True, eh?
They're so easygoing
Yeah.
and they're so relaxed and laid back and mellow, and they're that basically.
Slap them.
That.
Yeah.
What was that for, mate? Mate.
And what'd you get up to
bro.
today? Yeah, real cruisy day, mate. Real cruisy.
Had a couple of beers, you know.
A couple of beers, just kick back. Yeah.
24/7, they're just on the gas. That's it. That's why they're laid back. I don't know. It's just been really weird, man, because like that's been playing in my head heaps. Because I think about like, what do you like? Why?
You fucking dog cunt.
It's such a bogan. But like, that's
DB. Long neck. Long neck. Had to specify. Long neck.
You know why, man? Because
What a champion.
did you see that? Did you see who got done in the news?
Well, how many Kiwi New Zealanders did you think acted like the dude from Once Were Warriors?
Oh, everyone.
Yeah. So it's just what you see.
Like, inject the mus. Like, cook the man some fucking eggs. You're like, hey, relax, man.
Relax there.
There's your cultural differences.
Dude, did you see who got done in
Fuck is this guy?
I'm telling you. Hang on, I gotta find this. This is breaking news. This happened this week, man. Hang on. This is what made me think about it, right? Because I've talked praises about this man before in the past of being a real Australian, and this just topped it. Shannon Noll.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah, but the guy was getting abused on stage. They were throwing cans at him. Full cans.
Heckled and shit.
Yeah.
Do you actually know
He's just
what
going to
happened?
stand there and
Did
take
he say
it.
something about the guy's wife?
He just ripped into
He
it.
said, I fucked your missus or something?
Something, I don't know.
Like,
Yeah.
have you got the transcript?
Transcript, please. There's a stenographer there for every show.
Full stop. And full stop.
I've got it. I took a screenshot of it, but I gotta find it. Where is it?
Payback.
Hang on. Dude, I'm telling you. It
Do you remember in
was brutal.
Chappelle's show with the portable stenographer? The little midget guy? Just carry that around everywhere with
I
you.
was watching Chappelle the other day, man. The old Chappelle, man. He's back, though. He's back now.
Hang on, I gotta find this. Oh, Shannon Noll apologised already for it.
Yeah, I know, but he shouldn't have
I
to.
wouldn't stuff him.
I shouldn't have to.
Dude, he was getting cans thrown at
He's getting abused, man. A full can. They threw a full can at him.
Yeah, dude,
or you
it's
just
not-
got to stand there and
Yeah,
take it.
So fuck these cunts, man. I'm like, fuck you, idiot. Yeah. Throwing shit at me for.
At what stage can you lash out, even though you're the one that's been
Hey,
abused,
first can, mate. I'll be down.
and you're still expected to apologise?
Here's
I'm
an
not
article-
apologising for
Here's
dick.
an article that was written on the 9th of July, so it's like 2 days ago, yesterday?
Yeah, roughly.
No, 2 days ago.
Yeah.
All right? It's written by Casey Edwards, here, with a K, so whatever, you can take it any way you want. The article's called, this is in the Sydney Morning Herald.
Was it called What About Me? That would have been a sick headline. What about me?
Shannon Noll, is this really the Aussie way? Right?
Yes.
If
Yes.
you ever doubted the existence of toxic masculinity,
here we
look no
go.
further than a video of Shannon Noll on stage at the Duck Creek
Here we go.
races.
Which website was this?
the
Which
Duck
article?
what?
The ratings?
Sydney Morning Herald.
And
you
where
go.
was he?
Eh?
Where was he? At the Duck
At
Creek.
the Duck Creek picnic races.
That's mad.
in Ninian. However you pronounce it. Ninian?
Mad gigs.
Regional New South Wales.
Mad
Yeah.
gigs, mate.
This is toxic masculinity.
As soon as I hear those two words, I just either click off or I already know
Well, this is what, he
I'm
said,
reading.
right?
I don't even need to read it. You know what they're going to say.
I'll read you what the actual article... This is what the woman says, right? She goes, a man in the crowd allegedly threw something onto the stage.
Allegedly.
And rather than call security or asking the man to leave, Noel launched into a threatening tirade, which included the following. Do you want to play it? Yeah. I can play it.
Yeah.
I don't blame him, though.
No, I'd rip into
You know how
him.
many bands that I've seen on stage, dude, getting heckled, and the singers will go down and start beating the shit out of the cunt? I've seen it. Dude, like, all these bands, like, have gone into punch-ons.
Get in the tie. Look around. Everyone look around. That's you. Come on, pretty boy. You're a fucking maggot. You have some fucking balls who come up here instead of throwing some from there. Come on. Cheap shot, prick. Shame that motherfucker right there. Fucking private school of stupid fucking motherfucker.
Private school. That was a bad line.
That's a great line! What do you mean? I find nothing wrong with that, mate.
Dude, I'll give you the whole transcript. Have some, this is including, alright? It's not the whole thing, but it's including.
Mad, your private school?
Yeah, he said it's a private school thing, right? Have some balls and come up here and I'll punch your fucking teeth down your throat, out the back, dog-ass prick, and then I'll fucking missus and your mum. Dude, after the man in the crowd didn't come forward, Noel tried to incite violence in the crowd by saying, I'll give someone $100 to punch him. La 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 la. This is what the author of the article says. Two men engaging in violent behaviour and violent threats is obviously abhorrent and unacceptable, but at least it was contained to the two willing participants. Noel's threat of sexual violence towards a man's wife and mother is both sickening and indefensible.
Fuck off.
No. It's just what annoying. Look.
It's the response that's come out.
You know what? It's the heat of the moment. He probably didn't mean to say like
No,
that. Like he wouldn't obviously
shouldn't-
go like he wouldn't act on his threat. It's not like something that he would do.
I get because there's kids there and you know, it's family.
But if you're at
thing.
work and someone threw a can at you, what are you going to do? Stand there? I'd launch into a tirade myself.
What this writer says is that it's a sign of how prevalent rape culture is that men casually throw in violence against women as a way of asserting or restoring their wounded masculinity. And what's worse is that Noel's Facebook page has been flooded with people defending him. Right?
She feminist?
Of course she's
Clearly,
toxic.
she's right.
She used the two favourite words at the moment.
Yeah, toxic masculinity. Yeah.
So there's, in the last week, alright, week and a half, not even. Alright, let's say you got a business, alright? You got your own business. You got an employee that works for you, okay? And they, on a day off, start taking questions about the business, okay? Your business, and they're taking questions about what gets done at work, how they explain how things get done. And then let's say a partner of yours, a business partner of yours, talks to them, replies to them, but respectfully disagrees with them. And then this employee of yours on Twitter rips into that person, okay, and tells them that they're a sexist pig, and it's, you're basically, I know what I'm talking about. This is a partner of yours, so they work in conjunction with you, and then they, pretty much just, instead of backing off, keep going more full throttle. What would you do to that employee?
Fired.
Yeah? No warning, just straight up fired. Yeah?
Because you're on social media.
Yeah.
And you're It's defamation.
Okay. So in the last week, because you were talking about toxic masculinity,
Yeah.
in the last week and a half, there's been this massive like controversy in the gaming industry, it's where a woman, like a developer at a company called what was they called, ArenaNet, they develop a game called Guild Wars 2.
Oh yeah, Guild Wars.
Guild Wars. It's very very it's an MMO, so it's like WoW, World of Warcraft, but it's its own game. And so she was on her day off. She was fielding questions about development with the game
Yeah.
on Twitter, and a partner of the companies, who's like a streamer who works with the company, who's had like interactions with this person before,
Yeah,
I think, and he even complimented her an hour before
Yeah.
she develops quests in stories, branching quest lines, and she was saying something, and then this guy pipes in and he goes, very good article, very interesting, I slightly disagree on one thing, and he puts in his thing. Then she pipes up and she goes pretty much, this is a classic example of, somebody coming in and telling me how to do my job and this and that. And it all escalates and it goes further on.
But you can't have feedback?
But, yeah, exactly. So she said, this is, like male ass hats telling me how to do my job and this and that.
Hang a minute, but we pay you.
Yeah, exactly. But the whole point is that she's saying that, she was in her private space, which was on social media.
Yeah, but social media is a public forum.
Yeah, but then she's also fielding questions for her company.
Yeah.
She's a representative.
That's right.
She got fired.
Yeah, damn
She got
straight,
fired.
man.
But now the company's getting like backlash, not from the gaming community, because the gaming community is always going to stick behind developers.
Yeah.
But
feminist community.
Yeah.
no, not yet. Yeah. So pretty much another guy piped up that worked for the company, and he said, he was backing her up. He didn't say anything as aggressive as her. He was just saying, this is her opinion, you don't need to butt in on that.
Right,
and this guy got fired as well.
But but with the partner, was he rude?
No.
He just said,
You can go on Twitter and you can find it.
I slightly disagree, maybe we can do that a bit different, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And she piped up and said, it's because I'm a female, and this and that. No, it's got nothing to do with it. This is what's pissing me off now.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with you're a male or a female. If you're doing a shit job or a good job, you will get that feedback. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't care. You could be a fucking blue monkey.
Yeah.
If you can do that job, good on you. You know what I mean? I don't care if you're male, female, if you want to be genderless, if you want to have 2 scrotums and 3 anuses. I don't care.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So,
Sorry, man.
No, go.
I want to make it clear before we keep going down this rabbit hole, right? As far as the
views of my
Shannon
own.
Noll case, yeah? No. As far as the Shannon Noll case goes,
well,
right?
this was going to lead into that thing. I was just
His
setting up
comments,
context.
right, arcing up back at... He sounded like he was off his head when he was yelling
He's a bit
back.
of a...
Yeah, he's a...
He knocks it back a little bit.
Dude, him going off at someone in the crowd and threatening violence, that's one thing, right? Going as far as threatening the sexual violence against the guy's partner and mother, it's probably a bit too far, right? And in no way do we condone... do you know what I mean? We don't allow that.
No, absolutely
I'm just saying it to get anyone off our backs.
No.
That was too far, right? Especially as a professional. But his right to go apeshit at someone in a crowd that's throwing cans up,
Mate.
Oh, he's lucky that he just went off at him.
yeah. Because if that was anywhere else, the guy would have had his head.
Dude, I've seen bands be on stage and someone's heckled them, sworn at them, throw something at them, and band members have gone down to beat the shit out of these people.
Yeah.
Because
they're very lucky.
Dude, you got to respect someone else's. We have so many rules around OH&S policies and procedures protecting workers from themselves, man.
Where was security?
Dude, literally, there are literally so many rules man, I've worked in warehouses since I was 18, man.
Yeah.
I've worked in warehouses for good 15 years, man. And there are so many rules protecting dudes from suing anyone and protecting themselves from tripping over their own feet. But then Shannon Noll's on stage trying to do a show, some dickhead's throwing cans at him, and he's not allowed to crack the shits. Really?
Dude, he's at his job.
Yeah.
He's there to do a job and perform for the masses.
Dude, if you invited a contractor, if you invited a plumber or a sparky into your house to work on your fish tank, throwing cans at him, you suck! Turn around with a wrench and knock your teeth out, man.
You know what?
exactly.
Probably steal your belongings.
Dude, and that plumber could sue you. That plumber could sue you for OH&S and assault.
Not
Can
just that.
Shannon Noll sue that guy in the crowd?
No.
Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not protecting Shannon Noll because of what he's done, I'm protecting all performers and people in public opinion, like Pauline Hanson, right? Take Pauline Hanson. I think her politics are stupid. I think she's a moron. Her personal politics are a joke, and where she's at. But I wouldn't want to see her get bashed in a crowd.
Well, that's the thing. It doesn't give anyone the right to hurt someone or to, be violent with them or anything. It gives no one the right.
This writer, right, Casey, whatever her name is, Shannon Noll going as far as to incite further violence and threaten with sexual violence and blah, blah, it's a sign of toxic masculinity, yada, yada. It's like, dude, hang on. Would she have ever written an article just based on the violent social norms that are being promoted to think that it's okay to be in a crowd and lob cans at a guy trying to sing a song at a festival? Has she ever written anything in regard to that? No. But just found an easy target, This dude has been in trouble before for violence and stuff like that. The guy got done at that strip club trying to get in. Yeah. Tried to use his name to get into a strip club. Do you know who I am?
He was smashed.
Right?
I'm Shannon Noll.
Yeah, easy target. And I'm not defending him. I'm not defending him on that regard. It's like, you know what, man?
You're defending him as a performer able to do his job.
Yeah.
That's what he's there to do his job. And he enjoys doing his job. That's why he's up there.
Yeah.
But don't fucking throw shit at him.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, to go as far as say this is because of the toxic masculinity issue in it. It's like, dude.
Well, that's the wave at the moment, isn't it?
Do you know anyone?
#me too.
Yes. No. Dude, do you know anyone that would act this way anywhere?
No. Nah.
You know these animals, and man, if I knew anyone that got convicted of like assault on anyone,
you're a dickhead, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, cut my ties.
Yeah.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, of course.
Done.
Exactly.
I don't know anyone. They exist out there.
Oh, of course they do.
It's not prevalent to the point where it's flooded, man. I can vouch for 98% of my friends.
Yeah, man.
People I know socially, 98, 99, without even thinking about it.
Man, these guys are 2%. Look, you guys are a bit iffy.
Yeah, I don't know.
And thus concluding my appearance on this podcast. Good luck. I'll take the Trump flag with me.
Next week, welcome to the Des Hour.
The flag with me. And the paddle,
the Jim Beam flag.
Get out.
So you guys
Jim Beam flag.
Jim leverage out. Just walk out.
And they'll be like, welcome to my new podcast. Who would I destroy if I had ultimate power?
Week 1, building the empire. You know what I mean?
Starting from the ashes.
No, please, you said you were going to leave.
So pretty much, so what happened was, instead of this journalist, or this developer hasn't apologized after a week now, and started all the publications, the media for the gaming industry interviewed her, and so at the moment in the gaming community, pretty much all media and publication is very that direction,
like one side,
and they're pretty much isolating their own community, and so nobody's really listening to them or anything at the moment, and so pretty much she gave them interviews, and that was the case. They basically sided with her, every single outlet that took an interview with her, and those classic words, toxic masculinity, what are the words they use, like male, like chauvinistic, and this is a gender issue, and this, all the same stuff.
Dude,
if you look at the actual interaction on Twitter, all the dude said was,
I disagree with
you slightly. I think this is the issue. And then does another 2 paragraphs, like on Twitter. How many characters is that? Like 3 sentences. And he goes, thank you. And she blatantly just shuts him out. And then she just rips into him. And anybody who questions her on her, she's the one that then brings it up that it's about gender.
See, that's bullshit.
This is the thing, right? People have always asked me, people think that I hate women. For some reason. People think that I'm a woman hater. When some of my closest friends, and, literally closest friends, confidants, they are like strong industry leading professionals. Like to that degree. And staunch feminists. But they understand I'm not anti-woman, I'm pro-equality.
Yeah.
Equality. That word, equality, it gets twisted.
Yeah, it does. That's the issue. Yeah, exactly.
for some reason, we're overcompensating. Like, dude, this is the thing, yeah? If you go back 60 years, you go back 20 years, go back to when we were kids, yeah? There were very defined gender roles, yeah? Because of the stereotypes, traditions, the old world.
Yeah.
Yeah? I mean, we live in we still carry some of the, especially us, right? Being us, we carry a lot of the traditional shit forward, just based on us.
Yeah.
But we have more open, let's say compared to our parents, yeah? We have a bigger spectrum in regard to traditional roles and, like, workplace equality and all that. Like, we're not products of, the feminism.
No.
But we just have a broader view. Yeah. As opposed to, say, our parents and grandparents. Yeah. Right? And I always say that. I go, I'm for equality. I'm not for overcompensating, like, the plight of the subordinate woman. Now, it's like I have to give money to, like, every woman I see to make up for, women being maids back in the 20s.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, dude, there are reparations for blacks that were kept as slaves. Do we need reparations for women across the world just because? Like, does that make sense?
That's pissed me off.
Yeah, dude,
that's actually pissed me off because instead of being just an employee, he said nothing sexist, nothing personal. It was nothing. Do you know what I mean? Nothing about her her looks, nothing about her personal life.
It wasn't attacking her gender. It was just attacking the job she was doing.
He didn't even attack it. It was just to create discussion. Yeah. He goes, I disagree, in brackets, slightly, because he thought the issue for, like, creating story for characters, because she's saying when you create a character in, like, an MMO, they have to be a blank slate because you as the player you build it. And so I didn't really, like, basically she was complaining, she was saying it's hard. And he goes, it's true what you're saying, but I think it's something to do with something else.
So if that was a male, if she was a male, it wouldn't have been an issue.
No, he would have gone, he would have probably gone, what do you think?
Thanks for the feedback. Yeah.
Well, it depends as well.
Like, cool discussion, cool.
He would have gone, all right, well, I disagree with you on that, but anyway, we'll just call it even, whatever.
That's right.
You move on.
Yeah.
This is what you might have seen it. It came up, no, sorry, man.
No, I was going to say the CEO of this gaming company, because he came out and he defended his actions, and he pretty much said, well, she was, even on her day off, she chose to represent the company.
Absolutely.
And in her bio on Twitter, it says developer.
If her Twitter account and handle was completely anonymous, as in not attached to the company in any way, then you're free to go.
And she was fielding questions and talking about work.
Yeah. You're representing the company, mate.
And because it was a day off, they couldn't address her straight away. So she chose to keep going with what she was doing. They couldn't get to contact with her until the day after.
Yeah.
And they go, well, you've done too much damage and you're going to have to go.
Okay, the reason why I bring up this whole equality thing, you might have seen it 2 weeks ago, the two junior surfers. Did you see it?
Oh, yeah, because of pay.
Yeah, the Billabong Pro Junior Series in South Africa. There was a male winner, a woman, Zoe Stein, and a male Rio Wader, right? And they won, like, it was a surfing comp, yeah? There's a picture of them that went viral, man, and it's just them, with the big checks that they win the competitions. Imagine trying to cash one of those, man. Get out of the bank.
Get out of the bank.
Fold it up into 100 pieces.
I'll take this in 100 sanctions.
20s.
Standing it for half an hour.
So you can't cash this yet. I don't see why not. It's a big check. It's legal.
Cash this, man. Imagine giving one of them to your nephew or something as a
you gotta go to those money lenders. And it's like 6%. There's a check.
Novelty check surcharge.
Money fast, fast money. Go down the road.
Yeah. All right. This is what I call an issue in gender equality. It's the same surf of sand, same waves, same routine, same rules, same everything. And the male, the Rio dude, he got $800, for his efforts.
$250.
And the woman got $400.
I agree in a sense what you're saying, because how old are they?
Juniors.
Juniors, so nobody cares about that. Let's be honest, nobody's watching that.
Yeah. There's about 3 people.
You look into this, all right? You actually sit down and look into it. You don't regurgitate what you hear from other, like, whatever you hear on the news or the media. You actually go into it and you look into, like,
why?
What do you call them? Like, not surveys, studies.
Yeah.
You look into studies, all right? And you look them up.
Yeah.
There's hard data, all right? That, like, let's say with sport, okay? Let's say tennis.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a big one. That's
a big one. They're getting paid the same thing at the moment.
Yeah.
Male and female, okay? But the thing is, viewership is much, much higher when men's is playing than when women's is playing.
Oh, yeah.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
That's not being
Okay.
sexist. That's not being...
It's a much more exciting game to watch.
Yeah. I
Men's.
can't watch women's tennis.
John McEnroe got in trouble a year ago because,
Yeah, of
did you
course.
hear about this?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
He was being interviewed on PBS or whatever.
Public broadcasting.
And someone said, like, they were talking about Serena Williams.
PBS. That's
mad.
Now returning to Will and Grace.
And pretty much, he was talking about Serena Williams, and he goes, she's definitely one of the best athletes in the last 100 years or whatever. And she's one of the best probably the best female tennis player ever.
And I'd probably agree with that. She's
better than Steffi Graf.
Yeah, and the woman who was interviewing her,
she smashed everyone.
Yeah, she's smashed it. Yeah.
the person who was interviewing him goes, why do you say that? Why don't you say she's the best tennis player ever?
Because she's not.
And he goes, well, because then we'd have to take into effect that there's Pete Sampras, Federer, Nadal.
Yeah.
And he goes, look, if she was to play in a men's circuit, she would probably be ranked 700th in the world.
Yeah.
It's true.
And that, like, everybody, all the feminists lost their mind.
Triggered.
It blew their mind.
Woman.
It just blew, like, you wouldn't believe. And then he's on like all the news shows wanted to get him on, and all these women are just sitting there, just like, I can't believe you. The guy's trying to defend himself. He's trying to defend himself. He goes, look, if I was to play,
he did it.
and then they're like, well, what if you were to play her? What would you be ranked? He goes, if I was to play now, I'd probably be ranked like 1,000 in the world.
Yeah.
You know,
Now-
I lose to 14-year-olds at my own club that I'm training. 10-year-olds, you know. And he goes, you're putting two things you're separating, you're bringing emotion into something when there's like, whatever it is, viewership, whatever.
Yeah.
Biology, like, if she was to play against a dude, she'd probably get smashed.
Yeah.
And she's even lost. Where was it? She even lost to like a semi-pro.
Yeah.
Just in a training match.
Yeah, it was a training match, and she lost.
She got hammered. She only got like 1 point. All right?
Yeah.
So, even go on YouTube, look at her trying to return men's serves in doubles.
Yeah.
She's just like
Hopeless.
hopeless. Can't do it. All right? So then he's saying, all right, well, let's put them together, have men play women, and then we can put this argument to rest.
Yeah.
How long do you think people would watch those matches?
Oh, man. They'll
It's
watch,
all about viewership.
dude, they'll watch up to 40 Love.
Yeah.
And he'd be like,
All right.
yeah, look, I think I've seen enough.
Yeah.
Bathurst is on.
So the point is, like, you know, like,
VFL, Sandringham versus Box Hill.
yeah,
The second.
They'd rather watch the VFL.
yeah, and
The waffle.
they're talking about the women's soccer, right?
You should peel the Subiaco, yeah.
Did you know Australia's under 15s
Yeah.
boys beat
The Matildas.
the Matildas
15-0.
15-0
I actually didn't know that.
It smashed them.
or 15-1?
Under
something like that.
15s.
Yeah.
15s, yeah.
Dude.
That's it?
Yeah,
That's for real.
Smashed.
And they'll
Destroyed 'em.
But the Matildas, in their own division,
Yeah.
are like superstars.
Yeah.
And
So
that's
you're
good on
telling
them.
me
Like,
the
fuck it.
So you're telling me the Matildas in their own division of soccer, the Australian women's soccer team in their own division of soccer, internationally are on top of the
Dude,
world.
they're smashing Brazil and everybody.
They're
They're,
top
they're on
five.
top of the
Top five.
game.
Yeah. Easy.
But the under 15 Australian team,
Yeah.
guys,
I don't know if it was a club or the Australians under
That was
15.
Australians under
Australians
Under-
under 15 team.
We're talking these kids are like top of the crop in the young
Well,
generation.
they're the top of the crop in
Yeah,
their
they
division.
smashed
so,
the
you know.
Matildas.
Yeah, actually, I'll tell
Well,
you.
that says it all there, doesn't
I'll
it?
tell you how much it was. I don't think it was 15-0, but I think it was close.
7-1, I think, maybe.
Yeah.
It was a bit- that's a flogging in soccer, man.
You don't even. Well, that's a World Cup. That's a World Cup final.
Dude, 7-1. Yeah. Brazil. But that's a flogging. That's a flogging.
Now, I'm not saying
No,
that.
actually, it wasn't Australia. It was Newcastle Jets.
Oh, Newcastle Jets.
It was the club.
It was a club.
club's
The
under
juniors at a
15.
club.
Matilda's beaten 7-0 by
7-0.
Newcastle Jets under 15 boys team.
7-0.
And then the comment, they're still on track for Rio.
So I'm not
look,
saying
look, look.
this to tear them apart, but what I'm saying is you got to like look at facts.
Okay.
So now,
here's a fact. I'll give you a fact, right? That surfing thing, same stretch of sand, same stretch of waves.
that's fair enough. I understand that. Yes.
Tennis, men's singles, 5 setters.
Yeah.
Women's singles, 3 setters.
Yeah, exactly.
Big difference.
But they're still getting the same.
But they get the
So
same.
now who should be more pissed off there?
Exactly.
But
if,
men
you want
aren't
to talk,
kicking-
if you want to talk equality,
Yeah, men aren't kicking up fuss there.
yeah, where does it start? Where does it end?
Okay. So now, So then look at other sports. Like, why is men's basketball in America getting paid so much compared to the WNBA?
Because they don't have viewership.
There's no viewership.
No one takes the WNBL seriously.
Yeah, but
NBA, sorry.
NBA.
Money goes where there's
Broadcasting rights.
And exactly.
TV shows and like segments and do you know what I mean? Like the WNBA get a crowd, but not enough to justify the revenue that the players should be getting. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they play the same game, whatever. But LeBron can pull in 100,000 people, while an WNBA player will pull in 20,000 people. But why? And the money, obviously, the broadcaster's getting and the team's getting goes to the player.
I've got a question. Sorry, hold on to your thought. Actually, no, wait. Finish your thought. I'll write this question down.
So, but now what a lot of people are going to say is, well, who cares about that? That shouldn't matter. They should still be getting paid the same. What would you say to that? Doesn't matter about broadcasting. What would you say?
Bring in more money then.
Exactly.
Merchandise, sausage sizzles. I don't care what it is.
Well, that's what I mean. So, like, then people aren't listening to reason or facts.
That's right. They're not listening because they just bring it down to gender.
Exactly. So then, how can you reason with someone who doesn't want to listen to reason or logic? You can't.
No.
But that's the problem. You got all these political parties, right? And everyone's sitting on their own agendas. Like the pro-Trump. Okay, this is the big irony. Yeah, pro-Trumpers in the States. He's running on a Republican conservative ticket, whereas Trump is not a conservative.
No.
In any stretch of the word. The guy's a philanderer billionaire with multiple wives out of affairs, like literally, and a slew of sexual allegations. You are in no frame of mind a conservative with that kind of backing. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
I know what a conservative is. Trump is not a conservative, but he's running on the conservative ticket. Then you got all these pro-Trumpers that have no idea what he's talking about. But they jump on the bandwagon because they think it's the righteous way. But they don't even know what that means.
We're going to build the wall!
Yeah. But they don't even understand what that means. Then you got the liberals on the other side.
It's that wall, man.
That wall. They're going to be kids playing tennis against it.
They get all these, golden age era kids coming out of Mexico. They're playing all their ball sports up against the wall.
Next Nadal is going to be from Chihuahua, Mexico.
Take over world tennis.
Tennis, basketball, soccer.
I would like to thank Senor President Trump
for the gracious
giving me the chance to practice my game.
Without America, I would have no chance.
Gracias, Senor Trump. Gracias. Viva Trump!
And in other news, I have just bought Trump Towers. Gracias.
That's it. Mariachi music. The band, the mariachi band at the border. This kid's playing against the wall. That's it, man. Mariachi band. That's what Trump doesn't want to see. Mariachis on the border. I just think of the mariachi band in Orgasmo. Look at that. I'm not even joking.
Oh, man.
And wait a second. I've got to find this. I'm sorry, man. This has to be done.
What is it, Tommy?
No, I've got it. Don't worry.
Get it?
Mi verga es chiquita y todo el mundo le sabe.
I think it's playing soccer. Like,
This kid just.
Get your corn and churros.
Guys selling churros. All right. Start wrapping on.
That's great.
Okay.
That's good. And a ciggy.
Dude, all right.
Bésame mucho. Each time I cling to your kiss, I hear music divine.
Wrapping up on what we were saying before, yeah, about equality.
Yeah.
We said that, all right, 2 junior level surfers at that level.
Yeah.
Fair's fair, right? Like tennis, even though men play for longer periods of time, they get the same pay, right? And no one's up in arms about that. Male models. Are they paid as much as the?
I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question.
No.
No.
That's legit.
Oh, you know, yeah,
They are
that,
not.
Sure.
So,
Okay, let's do a search.
a standard male model that's in like a magazine, just a topless male model, will not get as much as a supermodel. As like, you know, there's angels. No fucking way.
No.
No fucking way.
Okay, well, think about back in the heyday, right? Who were the top male models and who were the top female models? Like, what's his name? Antonio Sabato Jr. When he was at his peak for Calvin Klein. What do you reckon he earned?
Oh, we'll never clue, man.
No, like, honestly.
I don't know.
Probably get like, what, $100,000-$200,000 a shoot?
I don't know, hang on. And
The issue, though, with all this, what we're talking about is we're talking about very specialised occupations, very specific, highly, like, functioning, very professional jobs.
Yeah.
All right? And that's where I think a lot of people start to lose track of the argument, because you're talking about, like... You're talking about athletes pretty much, and athletes are a whole nother level of your everyday schmucks who are working.
Absolutely, yeah.
Where, to be honest, I don't think that there probably wouldn't be much disparity anyway. But then, like I was saying before, studies, you read into studies, and majority of these studies pretty much disprove this.
You're ridiculous.
All this information, it disproves it.
Schmucks.
It does. You know, and people just don't want to accept it. They're saying... essentially that women are getting paid 75 cents for every dollar that a man makes. Now, as a business, as a company, if you knew you could get cheaper labour, wouldn't you be hiring more of that cheaper labour?
Absolutely.
Exactly. So why isn't the workforce flooded with 99% of women?
Because they don't want to do that job.
No, what I'm saying is
I know what you mean.
there's other factors that come into it, and then as you start mentioning those factors, it brings out emotions that people don't want to accept.
They start,
and then they're like, "Well, how dare you say, you know,
what? Because I'm a woman?
Because I'm a woman?
Okay,
I'm supposed to be this way."
Do you remember?
No, that's
just
baby, I was born.
Do you remember Tyson Beckford? He's that pretty boy from
Fast and Furious.
Yeah, it's this dude.
Yeah.
He's every black guy in every movie, man. If it's not him, it's Tyrese. This guy made $5 million in 2013 and 14. So now his net worth is about $20 million. Are you telling me female models in that era would be worth less than that? $5 million?
Give me a supermodel.
Or who's a supermodel in 2014? Like, I've got no idea. So just
what's her name? The one from Australia.
Who?
The one who was married to Orlando Bloom.
Yeah, Miranda Kerr.
Yeah.
What did she make in 2014?
I don't know.
And she's an Aussie as well, yeah? So it's a different kettle of fish.
You reckon?
She's an angel.
Giselle Bundchen.
Oh, yeah, she was an angel.
She was an angel.
Yeah, you're right. Jesus. Yeah. I forgot that she was an angel. Orlando Bloom. Dude. Jesus Christ. Spiegel. Yeah, she's married to another millionaire.
Of course she is.
A billionaire.
Why wouldn't she?
Married to another...
She's got to multiply those funds.
Well, do you know what her net worth is?
3.4 billion.
No, well, that's his. Her net worth is 45 million.
Yeah.
I'd be happy with that.
Tyson,
I'd be happy with 4 million.
Tyson Beckford's worth 20. She's worth 45. These are both supermodels.
Yeah.
No, but I'm just saying. You're talking about industry specific.
Yeah.
There's your industry specific.
Adriana Lima.
Yeah, she was massive in that year. Yeah. Wasn't she hooked up with, what soccer player was it?
Adriana Lima has an estimated worth of 75 million.
I'm pretty sure Tyson Beckford's got chump change compared to these women.
He's coming to the table for scraps.
Oh, here we go. These are the 9 highest paid Victoria's Secret models.
Dude, it's like, should we invite that old Tyson down to that opening? that beggar? That rabble? We need privileged members of society, mate. Maybe he can bust some tables and serve some drinks.
Kendall Jenner.
He's worth 20 million.
Yeah, she's considered a model.
Kendall out of all of them was the one that did the straight modelling.
Adriana Lima roughly makes about $10.5 million a year. A year!
Look how angry he is.
That's fucked. I'm
sorry. Can you name another male model that's made that much money?
I don't.
No, I'm just saying. Industry-specific stuff.
No.
There we go. There's a disparity.
Yeah.
There's a disparity. I'm sorry.
Of course. But guys couldn't care less.
Exactly. We don't care.
Now, as another example, regardless of your thoughts of the Wonder Woman movie, okay?
Yeah.
Or was it the Justice League movie?
It was Wonder Woman.
It was Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I never
okay.
saw Justice League.
So she came out. What's her name? Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
Her first picture deal. They found out she only got I think it was $500,000. I think for that. And they were like, everybody was up in arms. Oh, she only got $500,000 for that, movie, and it made this much money. And then, it's the classic example of, being underpaid.
Classic example.
She's female in a man's world and this and that. And then they choose to ignore or leave out the fact that any actor who starts on a multi-franchise movie
Gets dick.
on the first picture deal gets
Nothing.
Exactly nothing.
Yeah.
And then now she's just signed for 2, 3, whatever, and she's already getting millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah. How many movies has she done before Wonder Woman?
None. Oh, she was in the Fast and Furious movies.
Fast and Furious franchise.
What, for
2 or 3 of them, and then they killed her off. And
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
she was in a spy movie with a comedy or
Only
something.
Will Smith and Chris Tucker make big bank on the first movies. You know what I mean?
You got to be an established name.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt. Chris
I
Pratt,
like
Jurassic
Chris Pratt.
World. Yeah, I like him too.
I like Chris Pratt.
The whole thing came now into the news about him and who's the female actor in that? Ron Howard's daughter.
He's got a daughter?
Ron Howard.
I'll find it.
I love Ron Howard, man. He's got the
Redhead.
best
She's
movie
in
voice.
it. She's the main.
Of course, she's a redhead. Look at Ron Howard, man. He's a classic redhead. With the direct, he's the nicest guy, man.
Yeah.
Every interview you ever see with him is just the nicest. It's Richie Cunningham, man.
It's Richie, man. I love
Hey, Rich.
Something Dallas Howard. It's something Dallas Howard.
Bryce
Dallas Howard, all right?
Yeah.
Now, there's you can even look it up if you want.
She's just a young Richie Cunningham.
Yeah.
Swear to God. She's just a young Richie Cunningham, man. It's just...
So there was some big thing as well as this movie came out that she didn't get paid the same amount as him.
Really?
Yeah. Now, who's Chris Pratt? Who is he?
Well,
Just an
What
actual...
movies has he done?
Jurassic Park.
And?
I don't know.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy, yeah.
Avengers, Infinity War.
Avengers.
The last Avengers, yeah.
The dude is now
He's a household name.
He's a household name.
Yeah, he's a big household name.
Did you know who Bryce Dallas Howard was before I mentioned her tonight?
Nah, man.
Dude, I didn't even know fucking Ron Howard had a daughter.
Dude, that sounds like a porn name, honestly.
So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at. Like,
Yeah, dude. That's...
just because you're in something doesn't mean how can I say this without
offending the
No, I couldn't care less.
I'm offended.
No, I'm trying to word it properly. The dude brings in numbers.
Exactly. Exactly.
You're going to pay for what you...
It's like having a CEO of a company.
Yeah.
Okay?
Exactly.
The CEO gets hired because he knows how to bring in business. He knows how to make money.
Yeah.
So the more money he makes, for the business, the more money he makes.
Exactly.
In his personal, right? Yeah. So if you're making $45,000 a year and you're only bringing in, say, 5 sales a year, which is still whatever the business is, and you're getting paid $45,000 a year, and you say, okay, well, that's fair enough because I'm not, I'm not the CEO. I'm not putting in 80 hours a week. Yeah. I'm not, but the CEO is getting paid $1 million a year because he's at work every day, 24 hours a day, bringing in millions and millions of dollars. That's what it's like. I swear, that's what it's like.
Yeah.
In that kind of context.
Sense. You didn't see that. You didn't watch that video I sent you with that interview.
Which interview?
Just a little laugh.
that interview with that Kathy Newman interview with Jordan Peterson.
Nah, I didn't get to see it.
You got to watch it. You got to get because he basically addresses everything in that, and he says it 100 times better than how I'm trying to explain it. But even in Sweden, all right, how we're talking about Sweden before.
Sweden.
They've brought in laws now that everybody in a company is getting the exact same amount of money.
It's communism.
That's communism, straight up.
But the problem with that, it starts to water down the pool, because if everybody's getting paid the same job, there's no specialisation coming in.
That's right. Well, if I've got higher qualifications than you,
and I just walk in and
you walk in, you get the same money as me, I'm going to be like, I'm going to go to the boss. Well, fuck you. I'm not going to do what I'm trained to do.
Yeah.
I'll just do the minimum that I have to do to earn this money.
Exactly.
Blow me. Straight up. Because why should I work harder in my field and I know a lot more than this guy, and why should he walk in just through the door and get the same amount of money as I do?
Exactly.
What was that saying? The needs of the many outweigh
The needs of the
few?
many. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Communism,
Now-
dude. That's fucked.
Yeah.
It's communism. You know what's nuts?
There's
Sorry,
and then, like, they're already saying that it's not working in Sweden. They're already saying give it another 5 years and they'll do away with
5 years?
it. Yeah.
Strike.
No, because now at the moment they're all like in the like the honeymoon period, like
Oh,
it's
this is
working,
great, you know.
But this goes both ways for
like
men and women, because
communism
some
worked
jobs
well.
that men were getting paid less than
Absolutely,
women,
that's what I'm
are
saying.
now getting the same as women.
Yeah.
But there's guys that are just walking off the street like, I'm not as highly qualified as this person in nursing, whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever the industry.
Whatever the industry, and they're getting the same amount of money as the other person.
Could you imagine? All right, let's take it down to street hookers.
All right. Why?
So you know,
Why we always go to the base?
whether it be male or
That's the salt of the earth.
mate, it's the oldest
Tried
profession.
and true
You know what? It's
industry.
the oldest lasting profession.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is.
So whether it be male or female, transgender, whatever you want, no gender, whatever. All right. So you've got high class escorts that charge $2,000, $3,000, whatever it is. And then you got your street hookers that will blow you for $50. All right. So
Why are they worth
imagine that escort, the high class escort that takes care of fully takes care of herself or himself, right? And then they get told, sorry, you can only make $50 maximum.
Yeah.
How's that fair? They're not walking the street. They're providing a service.
Yep.
It's of a
that's
higher standard.
A higher standard.
A higher quality standard.
That's right.
You're not risking disease. You're risking anonymity. It's like all that sort of crap.
Yeah, absolutely.
So exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like with these,
The hooker.
You know, this all started.
The hooker defense.
This all started from two junior surfers and the under 15.
but that's what I mean.
Matildas.
It's a complex like issue.
What
they
they
can't just be solved by throwing more money at it.
No.
Yeah, they're just trying to blanket everything and say, cool, we've covered everything.
Yeah.
Covering every base.
But they never will, because someone will always complain.
Someone will always complain.
Always. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Speaking of complaints. No.
Here we go.
Speaking of complaints, where complaints aren't taking a thing, growing on our Mexican theme. Do you know what I watched the other night, man? Finally. And the sequel's in cinemas now. I reckon you'll love it, because I remembered you straight away.
Oh, the Sicario.
Sicario. Have you seen it?
No.
Do you know what movie it was? We were watching, what was the one with the Eminem song that we loved? Phenomenal.
Oh, with
The boxing one. With Jake Gyllenhaal. Southpaw.
Sick movie.
Yeah. We were watching it at the cinemas, and there was a trailer for Sicario, the first one, and there's a scene where they're on their way to like a drug bust or something.
There's all
All the support, all that
Yeah.
sort of crap. And as they've surrounded the house and they've gone in with the van, like barricading the door down, this guy's gone to me. That's what happens when you don't pay your body corporate.
That's right. You died. You fucking died. In the cinema. This guy just breaks down.
His friends, the federales, just goes there.
Seriously, call of the year for me, man. I literally lean over. Okay. That's what happens to
He's pointing at the screen.
We both broke down, dude.
The cinema's all quiet. I'm just no. I want to watch Sicario too.
Yeah.
So I finally got to watch the first one.
Yeah.
It's setting up Mexico, just near the border, and it's all about a cartel, and they're trying to take the Medellin out. Like they're trying to take the head of it.
Have a look.
Dude, you'll be all over it. You know what it's exactly like, man? It's like a Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Oh, really?
It's almost like they took that Bolivian story, and then they took the who's the other cartel, the famous dude, man, the guy that escaped via the tunnel.
Oh, you mean El Chapo?
Yeah. They basically took all those and then they made Sicario.
Yeah.
So, dude, it's fucked up. The El Salvadorian guy at work, he's like, dude, Sicario is literally exactly like it is in El Salvador.
Really?
Literally, you see him going to like a town somewhere near was it Juarez? I can't remember. Like somewhere, and they've just gone in, and you see all the cartels like hanging the gang members and the snitches, like off the poles, and dude, like all that type of stuff, man. Gritty as shit. People need to see Sicario just based on that, man, to see how these people live, man. It's
That's sick. All right.
you need to watch
no
it.
idea. I'll check it out.
Cool. I just died.
No, I'm serious, man. No, dude, you need to watch Sicario.
That's
Put it on your must do fucking list, man.
As well as Vikings.
Vikings. I've put them
If you can get... I just found this out. Like, I've been watching it for 5 seasons or whatever. I just found out there's an uncensored version.
I'd rather the uncensored.
Yes.
Uncensored?
Because the one I was watching was the American version.
Oh,
and
so it was like...
the European version is all uncensored.
Yeah,
I'm like,
of course.
Of course.
Wasn't that like Spartacus?
Yeah, it's like... No, it's not as...
No. As in, like, Spartacus, I remember, like, someone showed me an episode years ago.
Oh, that was just softcore porn.
Dude, there was just a dude jamming some bird while he was talking politics.
Lifts his skirt up.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking. I was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
It was literally softcore porn.
Who are you? Spartacus.
Dude. So what's Vikings? How is it?
I'm giving
Vikings
you 4
is
minutes.
based on... I can't remember... I think he was the first person to unify... I don't know which country. It could be Sweden, I think. I'm not sure. It's the guy that Ragnar Lothbrok, I think his name is. I've forgotten the name.
Actually, yes.
I haven't watched it for a while, but I've forgotten the name.
I just looked it up before. That was his name.
And it's about him unifying the country and then going out on raids and all that. And then like his family and all that.
Ragnar Lothbrok.
Yeah.
Or some shit, yeah.
The dude's story is
He's a
based-
young farmer.
Yeah.
And a family man who's frustrated by the policies of Earl Haraldson.
And what's the actor's name? It should say his name.
Travis Fimmel. Fimmel?
Yeah. You'll know that actor. When you see him, you know who it is.
I don't know if you guys saw this, man, but this came up like a month ago, and I keep forgetting to bring it up, but it ties in with everything we've touched on today. Australiana and sports, yeah? Did you see what Ian Thorpe said?
Still around.
Dude, that's what I
Ian
swear.
Thorpe has something to say.
Dude, I'm not
Australia
even
listens.
Dude,
60 minutes this week.
dude, I'm not even joking. Dude, Ian Thorpe, man. Ian Thorpe's call for an end to medal targets because it's putting too much pressure on our athletes.
Gold medal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that. But that's, did we just have? Was it the Commonwealth Games?
Yeah.
Didn't we have the Olympics?
No, was it? No, the
It was
Olympics
the
were a
Commonwealth
few years
Games.
ago when you were on your honeymoon.
It was the Commonwealth.
Was it?
You were on your honeymoon, man.
It came
When
out
the
that
Olympics
the-
were
yeah.
on in Brazil.
Hey. Yeah, how much attention I take.
Yeah, they were the Olympics. Olympics are every 4 years. So the
Hey, it was the
Commonwealth
Commonwealth from Gold Coast, yeah?
Yeah.
Game. Yeah. Did anyone watch anything?
No, they were saying I remember.
You go watch the javelin.
I didn't watch.
I think I watched some of those Commonwealth countries walking in with a flag, and that was about it.
Tonga.
I was watching a slow walk on there.
Oh, no, that's what I watched. It was the Winter Olympics.
When was
This
that?
year, this year it was. It was
Where
this
was
year.
that?
It was
Russia?
in Russia.
So they had the World Cup and the Winter Olympics in the same year.
I think they got the Olympics
sorry.
next time.
Sochi, no.
Oh, no, they had the
Sochi was
Olympics.
4 years ago, which is Russia.
So who had the Olympics?
I'm pretty sure it was
Russia had a last.
No, the Olympics.
Russia had a team.
Winter Olympics. The Winter Olympics.
Winter Olympics.
I've got no idea, man.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Dude, I'm telling you, it was in South Korea.
Oh, yeah, South Korea. Yeah, you're right. You're
Yeah.
100% right.
Pyeongchang.
Yeah.
It was Sochi was
blank.
4 years ago in
Dude,
Russia.
this is what Thorpe said, yeah?
I had a torpedo. Torpedo, man.
He said the AOC agree as well, the Australia Olympic Committee, agree medal targets have to go. It puts an immense amount of pressure on athletes around something they have no control over.
Look, mate. We pay you to swim. Shut the fuck up.
We pay money to develop you.
We pay you to
Exactly.
swim.
You
Get in
don't
that pool.
You don't get into swimming to not win.
That's right.
That's the whole point.
It's competitive.
Of getting into a
Well,
sport.
the article
competitive
here
sport.
that was this article that was
Yeah, I remember
written here
hearing this,
by
but not from him.
Jay Bednall, right? He says this is what he says. His opinion piece, yeah. Hang on. He says, so the AOC president, John Coates, says, we actively stepped away from setting targets for the very reasons that Ian has rightly raised in recent days. Our focus should be on Australians engaging in sporting activity and seeking to fulfill themselves through sport. Hang on. And this is what Jay says.
Isn't fulfilling yourself as like Sunday cricket team?
Dude, this is what Jay says. And I'll give him...
Oh, good block, good.
Strong end and... that's the over.
Bowling, Shane.
Third man on silly mid on.
One of the slips of drinking a beer.
Struck a lot of durry with his mask
In
on.
the outfit.
The cricketer, the batsman. It's like...
Sorry, mate.
Third in the order is John Coatesman, and we're just waiting for him to dig out his stub. It's just the guy's just puffing as he's running out.
And it's like, mate, don't throw it out, yeah? I've got to light it up again for my next run.
As he's kind of as the batter's coming off, he's walking on and he's handing the guy a bottle opener.
Hey, Willie, you got a Darry?
Dude, hang on. Dude, this is what Jay says. So our taxpayer dollars are being directed to athletes so they can feel fulfilled, not win.
That's right.
If that's the case, feel free to send some dough this way so we can buy a new set of jerseys for our office netball team.
Damn straight.
Dude. He says that the AOC president completely took the mickey by claiming the 3 medals we won at the Winter Olympics earlier this year came because of the lack of a pre-games target. With no target set, the athletes were in a position to express themselves. Yeah? And which failed to make it clear we won exactly the same amount in 2010 and 14. Wrong. Matt Graham, Jared Hughes and Scotty James won medals because they're awesome at what they do and delivered when it counted, not because of some new sense of freedom that was released by the AOC.
Dude, this all comes down again to fucking under 10s football not keeping score.
Here we go. Have we forgotten that pressure?
Sorry, man. Yeah, go.
Have we forgot that pressure and an athlete's ability to perform despite it is what makes sport great? It's why LeBron James is adding fans by the thousands during NBA playoffs this season, and why we're able to appreciate the difference between Jonathan Thurston, Cooper Cronk, Cameron Smith, and Billy Slater, and their New South Wales counterparts for the past decade, and why Robert Whittaker and Jeff Horn will make the hair on the back of your neck stand up if they knock out their opponents this weekend.
Damn straight.
Yeah.
And Whittaker did. Horn got smashed. Yeah, but Whittaker did.
Horn was too ambitious. Too ambitious.
Dude, he went for Howard straight away. It's like, dude, relax.
Calm down. You beat Pacquiao in the twilight of his career.
Pacquiao's like 40.
Pacquiao should have retired 5 years ago after Mayweather. Yeah. And maybe the one after him just as that saving grace to go out on a win. But, dude, is it the AOC...
And he was lucky to win that.
The AOC believes that athletes should be allowed pressure free with no medals.
No, I pay you.
Then why?
Well, that's a guarantee for failure because athletes they have to learn to.
You know what? What it's going to be
under pressure.
Choke.
You know what?
Well, that's why
if you're expecting to win a medal.
Yeah.
You come out of the pool and you come fourth.
Yeah.
And you get a tap on the back saying, "At least you tried."
Yeah.
I'm like, don't you fucking touch me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like an athlete, you want to win. Right?
That's the point.
If you're
exactly.
By definition.
Yeah. If you're a professional athlete, this is what you train for. This is what you give up your social life for. It's what you give up your life for.
Yeah, exactly.
If you don't come out of it with nothing, that's why these cunts go on drugs.
Yeah.
And become alcohos and get into robberies and sell ecstasy. Dude, you get me swimmers.
Simpson.
Yeah, man.
All this merchandise back.
Yeah, man. Jeff Hugel, dude, Jeff Hugel, the Australian swimmer, got done for selling ecstasy and shit. Dude, look up how many Australian athletes have gone to jail.
Yeah.
Olympians.
It's just funny.
Dude, you'll be like, what the hell's going on? It's an epidemic.
Yeah.
It's fucked up with no pressure. Fuck off, man. I can't. I'm competitive, man.
Yeah.
No, but that's the point of competitive sport.
That's why Ronaldo's worth 150 million.
Damn straight. You know why? Because he's a winner.
Exactly.
He's a winner.
Exactly, man.
He is. He hates losing. He loathes it, man.
Yeah.
When he loses, he breaks down. Like he can't handle it. Damn straight.
Like
Every time he goes forward, he doesn't get the ball. He cracks it.
Fucking loses it.
He seems. But
you know what?
Just cracking it.
And more often than not, and more often than not, when he does get it, he fucking delivers.
Yeah, exactly.
But
there's your 150 mil.
What do you say? And you know what? What do you say to Thorpe, man? He's already won his gold in like every Olympics he was in.
I just dismiss him.
All right, Thorpe. Back when he was swimming, and if he didn't have a tally, all right, Thorpe, we need you to win at least 3 rallies and relays or whatever the fuck they're called. If he didn't win any medals, would he say his career was a failure?
Yeah.
Huh, Torpedo?
In that big Connie that he used to wear.
It just goes into more like of that rabbit hole we were talking about. It's just like another meter further into it. It's about taking pressure off people so each individual can feel better about themselves. So that, like you were saying, the kids under 10-year-olds not keeping score. Why? So they don't feel a sense of
failure.
Loss, yeah.
You need failure in your life.
Absolutely. Because
that's
failure
how you learn.
spurs you on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So especially for a professional athlete, they need to experience failure. They need pressure.
Absolutely, man.
But can you imagine, like, I don't know, some swimmer getting ready to, I've never seen a calm swimmer getting ready for a race.
No, he's asleep.
Just,
scratching himself.
No, you know when they're all sitting down on the chairs and they're announcing their names? This can't sleep.
Yeah.
he's nodded off. And this is,
Graham Woodford.
Huh? Oh, hey,
that siren
oh, that's my cue.
Takes his jacket off and just jumps in the pool. Full that green and gold trackies just goes in. Doesn't even strip.
Sorry, guys, I had a late night last night. I was on the crack pipes. It's the Australian way. No pressure, remember? You know what I mean? And a soda come. The Aussies told me I don't have to wear a medal, so if I get drug tested, so be it.
That's why they're chewing gum. They're chewing gum 100 miles an hour before the match starts, the race starts.
Because
they're that nervous.
Yeah. But that's the point.
Yeah, and that will go against the Australian way as well. Cause
dude, it's un-Australian.
It's un-Australian.
It's un-Australian.
Dude, if you told every AFL club apart from Carlton because we're shit.
No pressure. This is what's happened. Go out there and play your hearts out.
Have some fun. You enjoy the day. And they come off the ground, they lose by 20 goals.
And they're still high-fiving.
And they're like, all right, boys, slap each other on the ass. Yeah.
Well done, fellas.
Go the Blues.
Yeah.
They've got the Power Rangers dumping on each other. What are these idiots doing, man?
He lost by 20 fucking goals.
Can you imagine the Aussie Socceroos at the World Cup? They get smashed like 4-0 to the Germans. Yeah. And they're all high-fiving each other and getting patted on the ass. The Germans would be staring at, what is this? You know what I mean? Like, the Germans would win by 4-0, would win 4-0,
and would be happy.
Still get abused by their coach, man.
That was not good enough!
Like, they'd be losing it.
Pathetic.
The Brazilians, man.
Yeah.
What kind of madness is this shit?
Dude. Okay, it's madness. That's what it is. It's madness. It's fucking madness. Thorpe needs to just relax. All right? He needs to just go live his life and just
he can count his millions.
Absolutely, man. He was a great swimmer, man. I would fucking take a great athlete.
Yeah,
but don't tell our up and coming swimmers and athletes to get the pressure off them, because that's what makes them perform.
Yeah.
He had the pressure. He went out. Michael Phelps from America, man. Won 7 gold medals in 1 Olympics, man.
And he was a bonghead.
He was a bonghead. but he had that pressure on him.
Yeah.
And he fucking performed. And the greats, like you said, Federer, LeBron, they've got so much pressure on them.
To this day,
because it's your career, especially in a sport where you get
absolutely.
I get with individual sports, like with swimming and sprinting or whatever, like they get sponsorship and that.
Yeah.
They don't, I don't know if they there's no team that you sign up for. You're representing yourself to get into competitions. Club sports, if you're not performing, regardless of how much money
unless you're a Carlton
are worth, you are out the door. You're gone.
Dude, NBA, they will sack you the next day.
Yeah.
If you have a shit game in the locker room, hey, pack your shit.
Yeah.
You're getting traded to Dallas.
They're bringing some Lithuanian.
You know what I mean? Like
some tall white guy.
Yeah. Exactly. Like,
it just nods.
Yeah, just high fives. Yeah, good work, mate.
I love America.
Dude, the last week or so, this guy's choking on a Powerade.
Oh, fuck, the pressure got to me.
Dude, the last week I've been watching heaps of NBA, like Shaq and Kobe having that interview. Did I share it with you guys? I don't know if I pasted it.
I've seen a little bit of it.
Yeah, great doco, man. And it's the first time they've sat up. They just put him in 2 chairs and they start talking about the tumultuous career, starting together and then the feuds and blah, 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 right? But they were talking about, generally, there was all these clutch moments in sport that have defined athletes, have defined teams, the comebacks, you know what I mean? Dude, one of the greatest clutch moments of all time, Michael Jordan, Cleveland, game 4 or whatever it was the flu game. Oh, no, not the flu game. The flu game was one of them, and then there was the shot where he hits like that jumper from like behind the arc with 4 seconds left.
It's iconic.
Yeah.
It's iconic.
Yeah.
Everyone remembers it, yeah? The flu game. Jordan was sick with, like, dysentery, man. He came in dying. Dude, he came in from a North ship, literally killing over with the plague. And he played that game out, and they won, and then literally collapsed on Pippen, and Pippen's holding him out. Dude, he's pale.
Yeah.
Jordan is...
He was white. He was white.
Dude, he was Michael Jackson, man. Like, no, I'm serious.
What's happening?
Can you imagine Jackson trying to do the crossover with his lanky legs? Yeah, they're just...
Hold me, Scott.
Yeah, then pull the through line. Just...
Every time he throws up a 3.
Oh, fuck.
So what's he doing, man? Can we get a technical here? You can... They put him at the ball up in the middle. He just does a spin. Every time there's a timeout, he runs out. Get in here! What are you doing?
He's the halftime show.
Get back in!
He's the halftime show.
Black ass back in!
He's the halftime show.
Sorry, Buzz.
The girls need me.
Seriously.
They're in the huddle, and he's standing on the side. Get in here!
Let's just chill. Let's get it together. Oh my god. This guy's just shifting side to side, man.
I'm done.
You're alright, man. You're gonna have a heart attack, I swear to God. No, I had a point. I had a point. This guy's getting up, man. Are you alright?
No, I've had those moments.
What are you wearing, like 80 layers? Yeah,
I get some water in the fridge. I've got some water in the fridge.
Get some water.
So what's your point? What's your point?
No, my point
It's Powerade, water, and Red Bulls.
This guy's got a breather, man. No, the whole point about what I was saying was the fact that these guys... This guy's still laughing. Are you for real?
Oh,
just chill, man.
Anyway, go. What's your point?
This guy's dying, man. Seriously, you're right. He's going to start taking layers. He's going to take a breather.
All right, let's do it. Oh, fuck. Oh, God.
No. You're right, man.
Dying.
Just pull that into the flag. You got to position the shit. This guy's going to have to take a walk.
That was bad.
I'm too old for that, man.
Oh no, my chest is burning. I just had a workout on my abs.
Jackson danced through a timeout.
He's just doing his stuff, and the coach is cracking it out. Get here!
Oh man.
All right, no. The whole point is the Thriller dance. Seriously, the whole point was about clutch situations. Yeah, like that game, the flu game, that's become iconic, man. Yeah, Babe Ruth, dude. Yeah. Babe Ruth in the when was it? The 50s, 60s, wasn't it? 40s?
40s, 30s.
Yeah, him pointing to the bleachers and just nailing that dinger, man, and just smashing it out of the park for a home run. You know what I mean? All these clutch situations make legends. They make it's epic.
30s. You're right. Like between 20s and 30s. Yeah. Between 20s and 30s. He was born in 1895.
Really?
What a boss.
I think they still reckon that team that won it is like one of the best Yankee teams ever. I think.
Unbelievable, man.
From still 100 years ago.
Was that
played from 1914?
Was he playing as a Yankee then or as a Met?
I think he was a Yankee. That's when he really made his name, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so. As a Yankee. Yeah, his name was the Great Bambino, or whatever it was. Yeah. But that, like, these are the clutch moments, in history that define sporting legends. What does Thorpe want, man? Like, literally, no, the sporting legends, how? Yeah, he could swim as fast as anyone else in the country.
Well, that still is, a big feat what he's done.
But no, I'm not taking away from Thorpe's achievements.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, how does that define the next World Cup? Or how does it define the next Olympics?
Oh, of course, if there's no pressure, well, the World Cup doesn't mean anything anymore.
Does that mean
so,
we're going to cut?
We're going to get pumped
anyway.
Right. Well, even the World Cup, next World Cup, how many teams are going to be in it now? 48. That is already watering down the pool.
Absolutely. Takes all the pressure off.
Because now San Marino can make the World Cup.
Which is
or
ridiculous.
Monaco. Or
San Marino.
Yeah, or I'm just saying as an
Liechtenstein.
example. Just countries that probably don't even have enough people to field a team.
Fiji, field the team.
Fiji, New Guinea, I don't know. I'm just saying as an example, countries that would never in their wildest dreams expect to make it.
What do you reckon the Australian government pumps into Swimming Australia?
Probably more than into the education system.
$33 million.
Into the AIS and all that kind of...
The total government funding for sport and recreation in Australia amounts to about $110 per head of the population of this. So
per week.
So $110 per head. There's 20 something million. 20. What's Australian population? 20 something million.
25 now. I think.
25, like
24, 25.
Let's just say, at $110 a head. Let's make it nice and easy. $100 a head at 20 million. Do the maths. That's what the government pumps into Sporting Australia. We're going to cut back on that, mate. Like, seriously. So you're...
Well, it's not worth as much anymore. There's no pressure. You can cut that back, put it
you don't
into
need it
something
anymore.
else.
So, Thorpe, you're going to be coaching... You're coach of the Australian swim team? Sweet. Let's take that $30 million that we had allocated for Swimming Australia. How's a slab of Powerades and a box of goggles every 3-4 months, yeah?
And then you're a... can I speak to you, boss? Look, we don't have enough funding to fill the team. Mate, from what I heard, from what you suggested,
Baza keeps getting pink eye from the goggles.
we got 3 kids sharing goggles out there in shorts.
Well, Thorpe, I'm sorry, mate, but from your suggestion, you actually said no pressure.
Break out that frog suit that we gave you back in 2004.
Actually, Thorpe, how old are you? What kind of shape are you in? Do you reckon you could do the 4x1? 100? On your own? All guys that need
swimming back and forth.
Do you remember that, was it the Olympics when the women's relay, the swimming?
Yeah.
They lost the gold medal. They got disqualified.
Yeah.
Because they jumped in the pool.
Yeah.
Who jumped in the pool?
They jumped in the pool to celebrate before the race was over. The women's...
And they got disqualified.
They got disqualified.
Cunts, man.
And they won gold. Well, I think it was gold.
First.
They won.
And then they jumped in. Well,
And they got disqualified.
Finished.
Now, if no pressure was they were devastated. They were destroyed.
Yeah.
Now, would they have been as devastated? Would it have been as such a monumental part of their life if there was no pressure? Oh, well, we didn't win. So what? Let's jump in the pool.
Do you want the irony?
Let's go for a swim.
Do you want to know what pressure is, man? Ian Thorpe, you remember when he fouled from the jumping point? He jumped in the pool before the gun had gone off?
Yeah. He got disqualified.
He got disqualified.
Yeah.
So when the Olympics rolled around, they had to ask the guy that notched his place in, they had to ask him to step down because Thorpe was a good chance to represent us and get gold. And the guy reluctantly agreed. Can't imagine what they paid him, under the table.
Or they would have just said, listen, step down or you'll never swim for this team again.
Yeah.
Straight up, they would have just said that.
Yeah, they would have dropped definitely a few suitcases full of heroin under his bed. He's dead.
That's the guy in jail!
The AAC ruined him.
Yeah.
No. But funny how...
They called the federal on him. They gave him the heroin, and then they called the cops.
The Sicarios, man.
It was the AOC. Sure it was, man.
Sure it was, Brett.
Get in the car. Get his face. See his face.
Just smack his head into the door. Oh, watch yourself.
Get in the car.
You're going to wait for a long time.
Get in the car.
Just in the car,
mate.
What the fuck just happened?
Just shut up, mate. Get in the car.
Get in the car, Brett. It's finished, mate. It's all over. It's all over.
It's Aussies. It's Australia.
It's all done, mate.
We revert back to that casualness, man. It was Ian Thorpe.
Sure it was, mate. Listen, mate, just make it easier on yourself and just, you got the rights to remain silent. All right? Anything you say can be used to court.
Yeah. Shut up.
Just, get in the car.
Well, they could reallocate those funds that what you're saying, like the Swimming Australia, reallocate it, put it back into education, and then teach the males not to be toxic.
Boom! Right there.
There you go.
There you go, man. You want this toxic masculinity?
This is how we don't speak to people.
It's like what Starbucks did.
What?
When they shut down
re-education.
Re-education.
Are you serious?
You didn't see it?
What happened? When was this?
Dude, they shut down every Starbucks in the world.
Yeah, they had
Is this because of when they called the cops on those black guys?
Dude.
Yeah, but then again, in that situation, I understand. Like, I'm not defending what they did, but they were asked to leave the premises.
They didn't do anything wrong.
It doesn't matter. They were asked to leave the premises. They were loitering.
No,
they actually weren't.
Dude, they walked in. They walked in. They were waiting for a mate of theirs to rock up.
They had laptops and everything. It wasn't like
they were literally waiting for them.
They were having a business. They were at a business meeting.
Oh, really?
And the other guy goes, "We're going to order soon. We've got a friend coming. I'm just going to use the bathroom." She's like, "No, you can't. You need to be a customer. You need to be a customer. You need to buy something."
Well, how hard was it to just go buy a coffee?
Dude, they were waiting for a mate of theirs who was around the corner.
Like, come
Dude,
on.
you've met me. Hey, you've met me out. I met you out last week for a coffee, and I said, they're like, "Oh, do you want a coffee?" I'm like, "Nah.
Just give me a second.
Bring me a menu.
But they,
wait for mates."
yeah.
That's what they did, literally, exactly the same.
Yeah.
Black! It's because they were black. Because literally, while they're getting arrested, their white business meeting, whoever the hell was, I was like, "What are you guys doing?" Like, we're arresting him. Why? Like, I'm about to have a meeting or whatever. Yeah. And they got arrested. Dude, they
legit got arrested and got taken away.
Yeah.
But dude, that's an epidemic in America. Like, have you seen in the last 2 weeks
People calling?
Yeah, all these cases of white Americans calling cops on minorities like it's 911's just like a help center.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It's bad, man.
Dude, there was the case of
The barbecue?
the barbecue Becky, whatever her name was.
Yeah, that was great.
That was in Oakland. She called up. There's so many viral videos on this, man. I watched heaps of them.
Do you think that's what do you call it? You think that's a pendulum swinging back now?
As in what?
Well, there's the belief that when Obama was elected president, there was all this white guilt.
What do you mean?
In America, they're like, "Oh, we've got a black president now, so now we feel like we've got to feel guilty about the previous 300 years of history." And now it's kind of like the pendulum swinging back.
Trump.
Like, well, it could be Trump. They feel more emboldened now.
It is. Look, it's just white privilege, man. In the States, we don't see it as much here. But do you know what, man? I watched a whole bunch of Young Turks videos, like the political pundits. And man, Young Turks are brilliant. Like, Cenk, the guy that runs Young Turks, he was born in Turkey, and he was a really moderate conservative, and then he flipped and became a liberal. Like, as he grew older, he opened up his eyes, you know what I mean, and stopped being a conservative and started being more liberal. And Young Turks is the two panelists. This is interesting, man. The name Young Turks just revolves around young establishment going against the establishment. An opposition of like Young Turks originated in Turkey as the rise of the fall of the Ottoman Empire. So he named his show The Young Turks, not because he's Turkish, but because it was just them going against establishment and trying to find social justice, right? His co-panelist, his main co-panelist, is an Armenian girl. So, number one, you've got two demographics of people.
Turks with an Armenian person.
A Turk with an Armenian girl that never have had any total different polarity, right? And she felt funny initially going on a show called The Young Turks based on her cultural background, but then realised what it actually stood for. The show, I've been watching heaps of it, man. This guy had this interview. I've got to find it. Actually, you know what, man? I'll find it. It's basically, what was I saying? It was this going about this whole thing about what did you say? You said it was the pendulum swinging back. It was like the white.
So there was like the obligation to feel guilty because, well, now there's a black president. Now, like, you know, they're probably feeling that the black community feels a bit more like
comfortable, maybe.
I don't know. I don't know. I can't say. I don't know. Like, not like.
Okay.
I don't know. Like,
basically, okay, I can't find the exact thing because I've got to look at my history, but it was basically about racists in America now are being emboldened by Trump.
Yeah.
But because he's being blatantly racist, and nothing is happening.
They feel entitled.
So it's this white entitlement coming out. And like I said, it's different here. Like, people in Australia won't ever see it as it is in Australia because it's different levels of racism, right? But I've tried explaining this to people and they don't understand it, and the Young Turks, one of the panelists, nailed it right on the head, right? racism is like the ghost on Scooby-Doo episode. Shaggy and Scooby see the ghost in the first 40 seconds of the clip, and they're telling everyone, the ghost, and everyone's like, you're crazy, you know, what are you talking about? So they spend the entire episode getting to the bottom of the mystery, and then at the end, there is actually a ghost.
Yeah.
And it's like, look, Shaggy and Scooby were right all along. Here is the ghost. We finally found it. That's what they reckon now in the world of smartphones, and because everyone's broadcasting everything and has access to it.
Everything is just straight away.
It's there.
Straight there.
And people are live streaming stuff on Facey and Insta and all that sort of stuff. And it's like, here is the racism we've been telling people about for 50 plus years, 100 years.
Yeah.
You'll find, it's not just, everyone's on the bandwagon now, everything's just coming out, it's a witch hunt. No, we're just finally able to show you what we've been telling you has existed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And especially in America, where, like,
of course,
there's a big, like, dude. And so all these viral cases have come out, like BBQ Becky, Permit Patty. Permit Patty was the one. But these are both in the Bay Area in San Francisco, Oakland. Yeah. Permit Patty, man, this 8-year-old girl was trying to sell water outside her building. She lived in an apartment block.
Oh, and they called her because she didn't have permits or something.
Yeah, she was calling the cops. 911 because she was selling water without...
It was a little girl, man, 8-year-old girl.
Dude, another guy, right, they called him Pool... something Pete. I can't remember what his nickname was. You know, he was at a communal pool, and he was calling the cops and asking for ID off this woman because she was black and had a kid with her using the communal pool, and he wanted to see ID that they actually lived in the area and all that. He wasn't asking anyone else, just them, because they were black. Another guy, this was the latest one that I saw. This old fart has gone. He's looked out of his mind. He's gone up to a woman, and she was wearing a Puerto Rico t-shirt, and he starts abusing her, saying, "Why are you wearing that t-shirt? This is America. You know, go back to Puerto Rico." Even though Puerto Rico is a U.S. state, it's like, "Are you a citizen?" It's like, "Well, I'm a citizen of Puerto Rico, so I am an American citizen." It's a state, like Hawaii, like anything else. Yeah. And he's just like yelling at her, like blah blah. And the interesting part of that was there was a cop standing right next to this guy. It was a picnic area, and she's like, "I've got permission to use this place. I've got a permit for like a birthday or something." She's gone and asked the cop for help, and he's just ignored her, whatever. Eventually, someone else comes to the aid of the woman and scares this old man off, and he fucks off. And that cop been placed on administrative duties while they investigate. Which means...
Where was that?
I can't remember where that one was, man. I think it was in California somewhere. But that's the point, man. Like, dude, we've all experienced racism. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, man.
We are a minority in this country. Even though we look white, we are a minority in Australia. Yeah. And racism on that level is literally the ghost of Scooby-Doo, man. Because no one sees it. Because everyone... Do you know what I mean?
But you know what? With Scooby-Doo...
Yeah. There we go.
Like these damn kids.
And he would have got away with it. If it wasn't for those pesky kids.
It'll be some governor or senator. They finally decloak him. I would have got away with it. This is for you dumb young
Jeff
Turks.
Sessions or something. Leprechaun, man. Or Mike Pence. With the cloak. No, I'm just saying.
I get what you're saying.
Because of social media,
for sure.
It's finally bringing that to life. Yeah. So it's not just, this is just a witch hunt. It's like, no, man, we're just showing you what happens every day, and people don't see it. And America's really contrasted with that as far as, you know, white cops beating the shit out of black. Dude, there was a video. There's the other one. There was a copper, this big fat white copper. Some kids were busted for trespassing on private property or something. He's literally got this little kid, like 12 years old, knee against the face against a concrete barrier, like a wall on a bridge, knee against the face, like screaming abuse at everyone to get moving and like moving the line or whatever. Dude, they're like 12-year-old girls, man. 12-year-old girls. And then he pulls out his billy club and pulled his gun out at one point, pointing it at the kids.
Oh, wait a second, I saw that today.
Yeah, pointing his gun at kids that were trespassing, and then there's a kid filming and everything, right? A black kid, and he's literally grabbed him and cuffed him and arrested him. He wasn't even part of the crew, he just started filming what was going on.
Yeah.
And dude, what happens to these white guys, man? Administrative duties.
With full pay.
Pending investigation.
With full pay. And they just wait for it to disappear.
But that's the point.
Yeah. And it will disappear.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Can you imagine if it was like, you know, a black guy, copper, like doing that to a white person? Dude, that black copper would have been strung up, man.
Yeah.
Without even thinking.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, all right.
No, I was just going to say, because... no, that's all right. Don't worry.
Go.
No, that's all right. No,
please.
Enlighten us.
No, it's not enlightening. It's just... I completely agree with everything, like all that you've just said. But then,
but
no, it's not even a but. It's not even a but. It's not even a but.
It's not even a but.
It's we hit the 8 ball.
No, well, I was going to say, like in like California, like the way the police are there, because there was this whole documentary on about, remember in the riots in the 90s? Like in
LA riots.
I know well about it. The Koreans.
The cops that were like the way that they were trained like that in the 90s.
Yeah.
Apparently, they brought some dude from the south to train the police. Then he became the new chief or whatever it was, and they were trained in like militarized.
It was just full crackdown
style.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to see how I can say this as completely neutral as possible. And it's just going to come out completely. You can't win. You cannot win.
Welcome to the new world, mate.
If this is a new world, I give up.
I don't want no part of this.
I don't want no part of this.
Please continue.
No, because like. You know how you've had all these shootings in America, right? Yeah. Like all the ones that all these guys that are shot, and they're like, oh, the police, they're racist. This is what they've done. No doubt about. Probably, some of them were like racially fueled or whatever. But then you hear about like issues where they're asked to comply and they're not complying.
Oh, you mean as in pushback from the actual... Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like the perp is not complying with the directions. Yeah. And so then, they're forced to react.
But what happens in the video that you see that they do comply and still
that's what I mean. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But then what's happening is they're classifying all of them as that.
No. Look,
I completely agree. The ones where they comply, like there's
the ones that don't comply, and they need to do their job.
Yeah,
that's whether you're black, white, blue, green, red, whatever the fuck you are. If you don't comply and you're in the wrong, if the copper tells you get on the ground and you don't, mate, if I was a copper, I'd smack you with a baton too, or a taser you or something.
There's that one dude, I can't remember the names of all these guys that have been shot in America, but one of them, he got on the ground.
The guy that was looking after the disabled guy.
Yeah, and he went down, and the cop went up to him and he shot him. Yeah. Like that, why'd you shoot him? Like when I was in Hawaii, I was on the strip and a dude got shot. The cops pulled him out. He went to pull for a gun.
Oh, yeah.
And they shot him on the strip. They killed him.
You were right in front there?
No, I was in my hotel, but you heard the gunshot.
Just eating a sandwich. What's
on the main street.
There?
The main street. There's a nice whiskey.
You just see him, man, with his sandwich.
And they do it again. Breaking news. Man is shot in Hawaii. Oh, shit. Isn't that just down there?
What's going on in world tennis right now?
He just, he got pulled over for a regular pullover, and he didn't comply. Yeah. He went to take off, and the cop was like, oh, what do I got to do? And he shot him.
Yeah.
And then they showed images of this guy, this cop, who was in, tears. He was like, I had to shoot someone, I've killed someone,
Yeah.
But then, like you said, you got these tossers.
Yeah, they're gun-ho.
Yeah, they just
John
kill them.
Waynes.
Yeah.
But that's the point.
I'd love to be a sheriff.
But it's all been, but what I'm getting at is all of it is being portrayed as one narrative.
Yeah, no.
Which isn't fair.
I know. But that's everything.
Yeah.
You get one situation and it just blankets everything. You know what I mean? But that's the point. They're going... What I'm saying with that whole thing is, I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying is how people are acting like it's a witch hunt.
Oh.
When it's like, no, you're just being made aware of everything that's actually happening. Not, you know what I mean?
Because it's been going on for so many years.
Yeah, unchecked.
Now you can see with your own eyes what is happening.
Yeah.
We're not saying that every copper or everyone's like that.
Oh, yeah.
But this is what's happening every day on our streets. This is what's happening.
Yeah.
But, dude, it's like El Salvador. Dude, people complain about the welfare of, such and such and, the living... It's like, dude, go to El Salvador.
Yeah,
where violence is every day.
Dude, their murder rate, their per capita, thing is unbelievable.
And, dude, Louisiana... Oh, sorry, man.
No, I was just going to say, another country, but that's all right, go.
Yeah, the El Salvadorian from work, because we were talking about Sicario, and he's like, man, I watched that, and that's every day. It's based in Mexico, but he goes, that's every day in El Salvador.
And that's not a lie.
Yeah.
And these people are not trying to act hard.
And he said, it's got nothing to do with people being evil, but it's fear. Because there's no faith in the justice system, there's no faith in the government, there's no faith in anything. So when you lose your faith in just trust in people around you, and you become fearful for your job, your livelihood, your family. When you don't know what to trust and what to do, you become scared.
Yeah.
And through fear, you become paranoid. And then it's just a
violent.
kill or be killed.
That's it.
Because you're reduced to that survival instinct. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's got nothing to do with the people. You take the people out of there, it changes. Everything changes. I didn't leave El Salvador to come here and be evil. I left there to survive. And if you took any of my family out of there and brought them here, I'd be exactly the same situation. But that's the point. That's this disparity.
Yeah.
And people don't see what's going on. Dude, go to the Congo, man.
Dude.
Civil wars and shit. You know what I mean?
Dude, fucking child soldiers, all sorts of shit. Going, burning down villages, raping women, killing everybody, and then just driving off.
Yeah.
Dude, there's literally, did you see the play-by-plays on what Meghan Markle was wearing at some Queen?
Let's play it back on ESPN.
Yeah, some jubilee thing for the Queen, like some commemoration service for one of her many achievements. You know, a million years on the crown.
That's not.
You know what I mean? No.
Fuck
like
that.
every angle, what she was wearing, she didn't cross her legs properly. Dude, this coverage was going forever.
Yeah.
Dude, the cave kids, man. Did you see the thing in Thailand? Do you know how much of it I followed? Absolutely none of it. Usually, you know me, man. I'll tear apart news articles. I'll see what's going on.
Yeah.
Do you know why? Because I'm like, 12 kids. That's sad. I hope they get out. But they kept pushing coverage of it every left, right.
Thailand? It was Thailand, yeah?
Yeah, Thailand.
Yeah.
We've got crotch cam from one of the SWAT members. Like, dude, really?
Just his member,
Dude, people are dying, like, everywhere.
Yeah.
What's it, like, El Salvador, man? Pick a freaking, how many people are dead in the next 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Dude, right now.
Yeah.
Right now, someone's getting shot.
Not
even joking.
In India at the moment, I don't know if do you remember a couple of years ago how, this is going back, I think it's 7 years. Do you remember that story in India where there was a girl that was gang raped on a bus?
Yeah.
Do you remember that story?
Yeah.
They made it it's law now, I think, in India that if you're convicted of rape or gang rape, it's a death penalty.
Death penalty, yeah.
That story just got back in the news this week because apparently those guys were convicted and they appealed it. They appealed it. And I just read on it yesterday or 2 days ago that the decision has been upheld and they're going to receive the death penalty.
Damn straight.
Yeah.
Good. But in India, like, it doesn't get out much here, but in India, like, what would you call it? The epidemic of, like, the treatment of, like, women there. That is something that has to be looked at. Yeah, because like, that is ridiculous.
Because that is literally, that is where human rights don't exist.
No.
Like, that's where you want to focus on, the human right levels. And it's one thing to attack a place for cultural reasons, like, you know, they say that, you know, women are, like, say, you know, in Afghanistan or Pakistan, women wearing their hijab or the burqa, they're oppressed, la la. It's like, well, no, that's a religious choice, right? That's a religious choice. You can wear a burqa if you're from freaking Ethiopia or you're wearing it in Saudi Arabia, you know what I mean? That's your religious choice.
Yeah.
But it's the oppression of actual women where the human rights are neglected, like India.
Yeah.
Like India.
Yeah. There's a story where there's like a teenage couple. I don't even think they were 18 yet.
Yeah.
And in a town or village, I'm not sure what it was. And they wanted to get married, but both families disapproved.
Yeah.
I'm not sure on the specific. I don't know if it was both families allowed it or one of the families did it. They took the girl and gang raped her to death.
That's
and one of the
insane.
families was involved.
Fuck.
But that's what I'm saying, man. That's human rights. Yeah. It's got nothing to do like that. That's when you step in.
Even like
fucked.
Even what do you call it? There's mobs. Like there's got mob mentality there as well. Where if they think like you got like the northern part of India, there's a few Muslims there because the border's Pakistan.
Yeah.
So if you're a Muslim living in India, you got to really keep, be careful.
Yeah,
because,
you're a minority.
Yeah, no, but because they eat beef.
Muslims?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because they don't eat pork.
But Indians don't.
No.
So if a mob thinks, or a village or a town thinks that you're storing beef or whatever, there's all these, like, mob killings of Muslim men or families because they think they killed a cow or they were storing beef in their fridge.
Yeah.
And then, like, they've tested, oh, no, it was actually sheep or whatever, something else.
Yeah. It's like,
and they've just wiped out the entire family just like that.
My bad.
Yeah. And that's, like, happening week after week.
Yeah.
Huh?
But this is all the shit that...
But people don't know this shit.
No.
A lot of people don't know
we're
this
too
stuff.
worried about the toxic masculine
Yes,
shit.
the toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
Get the... you remember how I told you I was trying to get an app for each news... news app? So I what do you call it? I zeroed in on different apps. So I got myself the Times of India.
Oh,
Yes.
really?
Yeah.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah, it was basically all that stuff that I just said. Like protests and all that. Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah.
Times of India.
Al Jazeera.
Yeah, I got Al
Yeah,
Jazeera.
Al Jazeera's
That's all right.
standard,
I've got Al Jazeera. Yeah.
That's not bad. I don't mind that.
What you need is
it gets very anti-Jewish a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
It's because they got their agenda, man.
Yeah, of course.
But there are very few mediums, whether it's online or in print, that's going to be completely neutral.
PBS.
Actually, you know what you need to get on? The Romanian Gazette.
The Romanian Gazette. I'm getting on that.
No, I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Because everything's motivated by either money or political agenda.
Of course.
Like, that's just how it is.
Now it's not about integrity of like the actual story anymore. It's just about getting clicks.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's all, what do
And
they
the
clickbait?
writers,
Clickbait.
the writers only have a job as long as they can get, what do you call it? Views, counts, whatever you call it.
Interesting writing.
Yeah. So it could be a hit piece on whoever.
But it was
and
like-
a person who's like a
do you remember-
saint,
Did you watch Anchorman 2?
This person's a devil.
Did you watch Anchorman 2?
No.
Yeah.
I watched it at the movies. I thought it was a terrible movie, but there was one nice social bit of commentary on it. They basically go from the old school 60s.
So like the CNN
They
style.
go from the old school CNN anchor to just tabloid,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
OJ in the car getting followed by helicopters.
That's right, yeah.
And that's a really great social commentary, man. Like, to pick it apart like that. Like, that's what we want to see. We want to see OJ in the white Bronco getting chased.
Actually, I want to go home and watch that video.
We'll go back to OJ. OJ's going to be with Rodrigo Gonzalez hitting that tennis ball. What a pimp, man. What a pimp. Listen, hey, we'll wrap, we'll close. It's gone at nearly 10. It's just after 10. So what the hell is that?
That's the 10 o'clock on its way to Bangkok.
yeah. And actually, the planes fly quite low here.
Really?
Yeah.
We're in South Melbourne, though.
Yeah, it's not far from Tullamarine if you think about it with the plane.
Tullamarines what, man? Like 25 minutes from here? 20?
What, with a plane?
No, not with a plane, my luck.
With a plane, you'll be...
With a plane. I hijacked the plane from a rabbit. And again!
Test flight. Count it!
I dropped water bombs as I'm landing over. All right, no, we'll wrap it. How long do you reckon we've been gone? Seriously,
3 hours.
I'm looking at this. Come on, I want exact estimations.
240.
More than that, man. You guys got here at... Oh. I reckon, honestly, it's 3 hours and about 17 minutes.
3 hours and 6 minutes, 30 seconds. No shit. That's fucked.
Jackson from Love. Shimona.
Yeah, gets it in.
Celebration. He takes the longest free throws ever of all time. It's like a minute and a half because he's just doing the dance or whatever.
Got the shakes.
He's like rolling the ball on his hand. He's doing the
Shoot the ball, Jackson!
Inbound from Durant to Jackson.
He's always just running the clock down.
Okay.
All they got to do is hold for 30 seconds.
He's always the go-to.
The greatest clutch dribbler ever. Just Jackson doing his shimmy. You're fucked.
Oh, man.
Dude, not again. The card for this production episode. The production cell for this episode will literally be Rodriguez hitting the tennis ball with Trump in the watchtower and Jackson with an LA Lakers throwback doing spins.
Trying to out-dribble LeBron. Yeah, man. And what? LeBron just signed for Lakers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, man.
Oh,
in
wow.
the same week, LeBron signs to Lakers,
Yeah.
Buffon signs to PSG,
And Ronaldo goes to Juventus.
signs to Juventus. That's insane.
That's a lot of money.
That's insane. How much money would be involved in that transfer, man?
$1 billion.
Yeah, probably.
$1 billion.
Dude, I'm not even joking.
And Thorpe wants to take away trophies.
Participation badges. They're coming in. Adults are going to start getting them.
At least you tried.
Would the world be hanging? Would the world be hanging on the moves of LeBron, Ronaldo, and Buffon if every athlete was just playing for participation badges?
Yeah. These blue participation badges.
Thorpe be allowed to swim for 10 years. Swim? Not dig ditches, but swim. Not go to, the front line in Somalia with an AK and a Boko Haram headband. All right.
Get him!
The white boy with the swim trunks.
Get him now! You listen to me!
Right?
I am in charge.
Yeah, would he honestly be able to live his privileged life in his retirement?
No, of course not.
No, well, he's sitting there drinking his shardy.
Yeah.
Fuck off, man.
His participation. Yeah. Thorpe, your gold medals count for shit. Go get a job.
How big would that podium have to be? It'd all be level. It would all be level. No one could be higher than...
Communism.
There would be no first.
No.
Everyone would just be there. It'd be like a podium for 10 people.
Yeah.
No one higher than the other. Everyone just standing there, holding their sash.
Yeah, and
That's blue.
Just shoot him. That's it, done. All right, next swim team.
Next.
Great work, fellas. Just hit the showers. All of a sudden, it's the German swim case. This way, please, to the shower bay.
They'd be the only ones still taking it serious. They'd be the only ones taking it serious, so the Germans. Nein! Wasser!
Schneller!
Is that Rammstein in the background?
Du hast.
A bunch of Sicarios come in with that case. Ahora! Ándale! All right, enough.
Like, share, subscribe.
We just ruined political correctness, toxic masculinity. We just shit on everything.
Trump wearing a dress.
We got
fucking Michael Jackson playing basketball.
Dude, we tap dance for 3 hours and 10 minutes to avoid offending anyone, and we just shit on Germans.
We've really given it to the Germans today.
Rum.
Oh, fuck.
All right, enough. No, let's stop. Everyone like, share, follow, subscribe. Thank you for listening. Yada, yada, yada. Please let us know what you think. I really don't know what to say, man. We talk shit for 3 hours, and then I'm fucking stuck in the last 30 seconds.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done. This is actually the longest one we've done in ages, man. It's going to be 3 hours and 15 minutes. I'm going to be a pain in the ass to edit. All right, call it.
Took leverage out.